G'day everyone, Jason here with some reviews of more PopVinyl retro toys, Master of the Universe. We have number 86, Evil Lyn. We have number 88, Merman. We have Leech at 89, who is a special edition. I'm not sure why he's a special edition. We have the Horde Trooper, 87. We have Dragstore at 85. And we have Clamp Champ at number 84. So let's open these up and take a look at them outside the packet. Okay, so here we have them out of the packet. So there is Evil Lyn in her sort of, I guess, toy version with the yellow skin. She comes with a display base. We have Merman again in his classic toy look with the same head sculpt as Skunkor. We have Clamp Champ and he's got his little pincer. We have the Horde Trooper. We have Dragster, and we have Leech. So let's have a look at each of these up close. So Evil Lyn has the wonderful green eyeshadow there and the yellow skin. She's got her headdress with the little skull on the top there, a classic sort of uniform, and her short staff, the little furry boots. Yeah, so that's, you know, very, very retro toy inspired. I really like that look. That looks really good. So I must admit, I do like the new version of Evil Lyn in Revelations, but there is something about the old classic yellow toy. And then we have Merman. So we've got that lovely face there and the croissant style sort of eyes, seashells around his eyes, the old corncob pipe and his classic armor. And then just mostly in the green of the action figure. So that is Merman. Clamp Champ. So we've got the distinct looking hairstyle. We've got the armor that's very similar to Fisto's armor. We've got the little pincer there that he holds onto, which obviously used to trigger with the button and it would grab onto characters. And then he's in just the traditional sort of furry boots and furry undies, and he's got the wrist guard there. So fairly basic sort of figure, but again he was using parts like a lot of the old figures did. Then we have the Horde Trooper. Now I never had this as an actual action figure. This is really nice. It's quite heavy, I think, because the head is just a solid piece. But there we have the armor. We've got all the sort of detailing on the back of the armor there, on the arms. We've got the sort of cattle prod sort of weapon that they had, the Horde symbol there on the chest, and the eyes sort of coming out of the collar of the armor. So that is our Horde Trooper. And then speaking of Horde, we've got a couple of, well, Dragster obviously wasn't initially a member of the Horde, but became a member of the Horde. He's got the Horde logo on there. He's got a little tire coming out of his chest. He's got his classic Horde crossbow, and he's got the sort of, well, gas mask on the face and the racing helmet because of the fact that he had his little jetpack on the back, and he used to, as a figure, used to slide along the ground on his little wheels. So that is Dragstore. And then finally we have Leech. So Leech, very heavily inspired by the original action figure with the big sort of mouth to suction on, where you used to press the button on the back and suction cup him onto the window. He's got his teeth and his eyes there on the side. Very unusual shaped head. Body seems a little small compared to, I guess, because Leech as an actual character is quite a large bulky body because of the mechanism. But he has those like frog type feet and hands with the suction cups on them, and then he has his red crossbow, and he has all the Horde paraphernalia on him, so the armband, chest, knees, you know, as I said, Horde, of all of the bad guys, really knew how to accessorize. They really got their brand logo happening on all of their gear. There was no doubt who was a Horde member and who was just a minion or a flunky of Skeletor. So that is Leech. So those are the figures in this particular wave. Now it's time to rank them from least favourite to favourite. So I think out of the 6 figures, I think I would probably put Dragster in my 6th position, just because I didn't have the character as a child like I've got him now, but didn't have too much connection with him. I remember the mini comic that he was in, but I think that was because I got another character from that. I can't remember if that was Snout Spout or someone like that, but yeah, wasn't a fan of Dragster, so there's less sort of emotional connection with him. Probably then Clamchamp, same reason, because really didn't have him as a kid. I never saw him in the stores here in Australia back in the day, but I do have him in my collection now. But yeah, I would just, again, for that, the fact that I didn't play with him as a kid is probably the reason why he has less appeal. Next would be Leech. Again, I didn't mind Leech as a figure, but he was just this big, bulky, one-trick pony, so I wasn't a fan. I love the design of the Horde, and I always wanted the Horde Troopers, but never had them, so that's a sort of there just by, because I really, really want that. And then I think Merman next, because, hey, he's Merman, and, he's a classic. I love the design. I used to love the voice in the Filmation show. So Merman, and then Mistress of Evil, Evil Lyn, I think has to be number 1, just because she is so badass. So that is my selection from this particular wave of Master of the Universe Funko Pop Vinyls.